Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Kicking off the Tinker Day, doing an oil change on Lemonade before the trip back home. Last time it was changed about a year ago, 118,500 miles. Let's see where it's at now. It is at 127, 8,500 miles. I want to get three more things off of this R. It's got a front IPD anti-sway bar. I want to get that off of it. These rocker panels are R specific. I want to get those. And the instrument cluster appears to work. I'd like to get that. Maybe that ABS unit, but I really need to get a move on it. I got a lot of stuff to do today. So let me get this anti-sway bar out of here. Got this bar out. Wasn't real fun, but it's out. I took this subframe bolt all the way out. I lowered this subframe bolt about an inch or two. I took the one on the other side in the front down about an inch. I took this one here down about where you see it there. You got to take the sway bar end links loose from the bottom. Take the two bolts out of the bar. Take both tie rod ends loose. Then you can spin this thing a little bit, pry this down and force it out there and try not to bust your knuckles. It's out. I'm gonna hook these end links back up, these tie rod ends back up, and put some wheels on this thing. Next up, these rocker panels. Look like they got some kind of pins there. These are all broken. Not sure why. Push the middle of the pin in, pull the thing out. Probably got a similar thing going on down here. Yep, right there. So let's pull all those out, see if these come out. These are unique to the R's and the 94 cars. Got this groove down them. After you push the pins through, just pry them up. You don't have to try to take the clips out. If you do, you're probably going to break them. Then down here, there's going to be a couple that the pin's not going to go all the way through because of the rocker panel under the car or the frame of the car. And those you'll break. So go ahead and take them all out, and this will lift away from the car. To get this off, you want to get a punch, something like that, or you could use a T15 socket on a little extension clip puller. Try to pull these out from the side once you punch the pins through the middle, and maybe a hammer if you need to tap some of these bottom ones through. To get these bottom ones out, on a couple of them, since I couldn't get the pin all the way pushed through, I had to pry at the clip point between the frame of the car and the rocker panel to get that thing to pop off. So it should be good to go now. Let me go see what's going on back there and drop this to the ground. On the front and back, you'll probably have to release the wheel well skirt and or the mud flaps. Got to get that loose as well. It's down on the ground. These pins up top fall into the car, so you'll need new pins for up top because they are in the rocker panel. In this video, we're going to be taking the plastic rocker panels off of a 1996 Volvo 850. This is an R model. It has the groove in it. The 93 and 94 models, I think, also have this groove. But if you got an R, you want to keep it true, you'll need these. Now, it's held in place by these single-use clips. A little trick I believe a bamboo skewer will fit in there. So if you're able to save these parts, if you're able to save this part of these clips, you can put a bamboo skewer in there and cut it off and reuse them. Other than that, you'll need new clips. You got, I think, 7 across the top. And let's see how many across the bottom you'll need. The ones on the bottom are different. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across the bottom. And you punch the center pieces out and then pry the panel off and remove it that way. You got to take the wheel skirts loose from it and mud flaps front and back, and you'll be good to go. So hope this information helps. I'll put the part number to these clips in the description area if I can find them. Looks like I have everything that I want out of this car, and I'm about to push it outside so the wrecker can come get it. Now I need these wheels and tires, so when I put it outside, I'm gonna jack it up, take the wheels and tires off, set it on dolly so they can come get it off the dolly. They're gonna have to bring a vehicle that they can get this car without tires. Let me go ahead, jack it up, remove these jack stands, roll it out here, get this engine out of the way, and go from there. Whoop, whoop. There it is, folks, sitting pretty high with no engine and trans in it, sitting pretty low on these springs back here because we got that stuff taken apart. But it should push out of this garage. I think I'm strong enough. Let me push it out far enough to get my engine hoist in and out, because I gotta get that engine right there, and it still should have brakes. So I'm gonna pump the brakes a couple times, and hopefully that works, and I'm gonna try to get it stopped. If not, I'm gonna turn it into the gravel somewhere. I got it out, and I was able to get it stopped because I forgot the wheel stops, but I did find a engine mount that I could lay before the tires. It is officially stopped. Let me get these wheels off of here so I can load up my car. There it is, folks. I think I'm gonna take that mirror just for greed's sake and load up my car. Anything that doesn't fit in my car goes in this car for the scrapper. Also, I need to clean up my mess here as much as I can. I don't like leaving a mess for somebody else to clean up. So this is where we're at. I'm gonna back my car up and straighten it out. I got stuff in there, clean it up best I can, and then start loading up the stuff I want to take with me. Once my car is full, the rest of the stuff goes in this car. Then I could call a wrecker. I can't call a wrecker until I get everything I want loaded in my car. Oh, I also need to put this car on dolly. So let me do that real quick. Then I'm gonna take me an Arizona iced tea break and keep on working. At the passenger side done, time to get the driver's side. And I only had 2 lug nuts in each wheel. That's enough to roll it around with. But you gotta remember, when you don't have your CV axles in here and you move this vehicle, you probably destroy these front hubs. So let me go ahead and get this side. Here's this title, Say Goodbye. It's actually a 97 Volvo. For some reason I thought it was a 96. Bye-bye. In this harness, the yellow wire with this little bit of gray on it is the brake light wire. It runs up to there. After I hooked that wire up, I tested the output of this for the left and the right turn, and it did light that up. So next I need to find the taillight wire. This yellow with this nice size green stripe on it is the one for the taillight. So let me tap this into there and test it. I verified it, tested it is working. I checked it there, and I checked it on the end of this plug. Now I need to get my left turn signal and my right turn signal. This turn signal over here is blue with a green stripe, so I need to tap into it. So I tested everything, everything's working. This thing is ready to hook up and tow. It's a little short on the positive, but That's far enough. I'm gonna go ahead and load up the car and hook up that trailer and get my stuff loaded up and head back to Cincinnati. I am finally ready to start loading up this car. Hooked up the tow hitch, plugged in the drawbar. The drawbar don't fit. It's too long. I don't understand it. It's got that wedge on it. When I push that in the hole, that wedge stops the hole from lining up by about a ½ inch. So I've had it too long to activate the warranty. So I need to either go buy one or borrow one from Dan. Sorry I was too busy to record it, but they drug the car up on the flatbed with no wheels off those dollies. And it was on this side, he was able to move the winch over to the right to get it over there. One less R on the road, never to be seen again. Whoop, whoop. I am finally ready. It's probably 6:30. I was planning on being out of here before noon. My initial plan was to leave here about 6 in the morning. So I'm 12 hours behind schedule. Not going to be able to stop and help the guy I was supposed to help in Indianapolis. So I'm getting ready to call him to see if there's some way we could work this out where he could leave his vehicle and I can get that thing fixed for him. But let's get on the road, get back to Cincinnati. First round stop. I got a serious oil leak here. Oil all over the place. My guess is the oil pan is cracked. Not sure where this oil's coming from. But I should have drained it. I told Dan I wanted to drain this oil, and we didn't. So this oil is coming from somewhere. Dang. Yep, I'd say that oil pan is cracked right there. Finally got those trailer lights working. I had to unwind the extension from the handle there, and they start working. Let's get home. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.